With a fresh new update to Gran Turismo 7 comes a brand new money method. In fact, one of the best we've seen in recent times. Keep watching to see how you too can earn upwards of 4 million credits an hour. Before we begin, you will need a few things to successfully complete this method. You will first need the car shown on screen, the SRT Tomahawk X. Secondly, you will need the Abarth 595 SS. Now, you can do this method with any slow car which has a powerful engine swap available, but I believe this method does work best in this car. Now, to set up the Tomahawk, you need the fully customizable racing transmission, and you want to set the top speed to 500. You then want to set all of the gear ratios all the way to the right to bog out the gears. The Abarth is longer to set up. You first want to head to GT Auto and to the car maintenance and service section to get this car a wide body and a new engine. You then want to head to car customization. Now you can customize the car how you wish as long as you put some aero on the front and back so the downforce can be tweaked. I like to look for designs that others have already made because they're better than anything I can do, and they generally always include aero. Now there are quite a few parts to buy for the Abarth, so let me run you through them all. From the Sports tab, you're going to need the Weight Reduction Stage 1 and the Comfort Soft tyres. From the Club Sports tab, you're going to need the Bore Up, a high lift camshaft, and the Weight Reduction Stage 2. From the Semi-Racing tab, you'll need the Racing Crankshaft, the customizable computer, the high RPM turbo, the customizable limited slip differential, a Stage 3 weight reduction, and to increase the body rigidity. From the Racing tab, you'll need the Stroke Up, engine balance tuning, polished parts, anti-lag system, racing intercooler, racing air filter, racing silencer, racing exhaust manifold, racing brake pads and discs, fully customizable suspension, racing clutch and flywheel, fully customized racing transmission, and racing soft tyres. Finally, from the Ultimate tab, you'll need the titanium rods and pistons and the high lift camshaft. Yes, that's a lot of parts, but the amount of money you'll be making will make it all worth it. Now we need to set up the Abarth. To start, we need Comfort Soft tyres on the front and Racing Softs on the rear. You then want to make sure you have the fully custom suspension selected, and you need to set it up with these settings shown. Pause now if you need time to read them. Next, you want to make sure you have the fully customizable differential, and again set it up with these settings shown. Next up, you want 10 downforce on the front and 100 downforce on the rear. Make sure you have the fully custom ECU selected and the fully customizable racing transmission. You want to set the top speed to 250, and you can leave all of the gear ratios alone. Now just finally make sure you have all of the racing parts you bought selected and all of the engine tuning and bodywork tuning installed. To actually get the credits, now you've spent all of this time in cash setting up the cars, you want to head to Daytona International Speedway. This does also work at Blue Moon Speedway, but it is more efficient at Daytona. You want to create a custom race in the tri-oval layout and set the number of laps to 30. You then want to put yourself at the back of the grid and come down here to select your rivals from the garage. You can then set each opponent to be driving the SRT Tomahawk. Once you've done this and set the difficulty to professional, you should see a 1.1 million credit reward. Now I think it's best to save these settings so you can grab them easily anytime. If your reward shows only 600k, then you need to make sure you get all gold in the Daytona Circuit experience. Once you have done this, your reward should go up to that 1.1 million credit mark. Now you are ready to go. Start the race and immediately pull out from behind the Tomahawks to overtake them. You should be going much faster than them. It's good to note down that you will still get the clean race bonus if you hit or ride the walls, which makes doing this event much easier, as you can see. Another thing to note is as long as you always stay on the right side of the Tomahawks, you should always be able to slip past without colliding with them, as you can see here. Sometimes you will end up hitting them, but this is quite rare. I managed to set up some elastic bands on my controller which held the trigger down and importantly held the steering wheel slightly to the right, so I was always riding the walls, and I was able to AFK grind a boatload of credits. The race should take you between 24 and 26 minutes to complete, and as long as you maintain your clean race bonus, you will get the full massive 1.7 million credit payout. And that is all there is to it. You should now be able to AFK grind up to 4 million credits an hour and be able to buy all the most expensive and fastest cars in the game. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments below and I'll be sure to help you out if I can. Make sure you like the video and subscribe if this helped you out. Have a great day now. Cheers.